Lemker. I am the drama instructor here at Mariner, and we're so happy you're here with us tonight. I have just a couple of announcements before we get started. First, if you could take out your cell phone right now and make sure it's on silence, or better yet, just turn it off completely. We don't want to distract the actors with lights or sounds. And as this is a licensed play, we are prohibited to take unauthorized video or photos during the performance. Secondly, we're going to go ahead and use these two aisles on either side of the house and in the back as acting areas. So I encourage you to keep your elbows and your feet in, and if you brought a bag or a backpack or something, make sure it's out of the aisles. It's because we don't want to trip any fairies or a couple of running scenes back and forth. I think that's it. Enjoy the show.
Nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bet in heaven, shall behold the nights of our Somalies.
Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, and one thy love doing thee injury. I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, triumph, and reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What is the news of thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint, against my daughter, Hermia. My lord, this Demetrius, he hath my consent to marry her. And Lysander hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, gnats, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, and messages! A strong prevailment in unhardened youth! With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And be it so, my gracious Duke, she will not here before you consent to marry Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman, or to her death.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, one in your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father look but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia,
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will my virgin patent up.
take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and you, for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either to die the death, for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed Demetrius.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander yield thy crazed title to my certain rights.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love! And what is mine, my love shall render him. As she is mine, I do estate all of my right to her unto Demetrius!
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My fortunes, as every way, as fairly ranked. I am the love of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then persecute my rights? Demetrius, I will vouch it to his head, made love to Nidar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devotedly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I've heard so much, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, Hermia, arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means extenuates either to die the death or to live a single life. Come, Paulza.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
chance the roses there do fade so fast.
Be like for want of rain which I could know, but tame them from the tempest of my eye.
Why, me, for aught I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did one smooth.
If then true lovers have been never crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love, as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, and poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia, of a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place, shall the Thynian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth to thy father's house tomorrow's night. And in the wood, a league without the town, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair can unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love him, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, without fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to your mind we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time the lover's flight doth still conceal, through Athens gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, wafting you and I, upon faint primrose beds we're wont to lie, keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you and him, Demetrius dotes on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I'm thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all, but he do know. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and to the woods will he tomorrow night. Pursue her, and for this, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, for hearing me nigh to enrich my pain, to have a sight, thither and back again.
Please!
Is all our company here?
It would be best if you called them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play an our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
Yes. First, name forth your actors, and then tell us what the play treats on, and so grows to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A great work, I assure you, Peter Quince. Now, call forth your actors. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Yes, ready. Name what part I am for, and we proceed.
Nick Bottom, you must play Pyramus,
But what is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
a lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
Now that shall call for some tears in the true performing of it. If I am to do it, let the audience look to thine eye. I will move storms. The raging rocks and shivering shock shall break the locks of the prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from afar and make and mar the foolish fates.
Very well done, good sir.
Well, this was lofty. Now need the rest of the play.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you shall take Thisbe on you.
And, what is this be? Wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith! I must not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That is all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
Now, I were to hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too, and I shall speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe, I, thy Pyramus lover dear, and I, Thisbe dear.
No. You must play Pyramus. And Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play the moon that lights the way for the lovers. Tom Sound, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You shall play the wall that keeps the lovers apart. Myself, the narrator. Snug the joiner. You will be the lion's part. And here, I hope, is a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be given me, for I'm full of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar you any man's heart good for them to hear it. I will roar, and the Duke shall say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
If you should do it too terribly, that would frighten the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that would be enough to hang us all. And I cannot be hanged, because I'm a writer. Too many words to be done. I mean,
Okay. But I will abrogate my voice, and I will roar you toward any suckling dove. I will roar you for any nightingale.
you can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man. A most proper man one shall see in a summer's day. A most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I'll undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night. There we will meet in the palace wood a mile beyond the town, by moonlight, to rehearse. I pray you, fail me not.
We shall rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Now take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
Tonight, take heed, the queen come not within sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, for she doth have in attendance a loved boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had such a sweet changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the boy, knighted in his train to trace the forest wild. But she prefers the boy and withholds him, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in greens or groves, and in fountain clears or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep up into acorn cups and hide there. Either I mistake your shade in making quiet, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not she who frightens the maidens of the villagery? Those that hop up will call you and sweet pup. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not she?
Thou speakest right. I am the merry wanderer of the night. But root fairies, here comes Oberon.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
Oh, what jealous Oberon. Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon? Your buskin mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the midsummer spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs which, falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, childing autumn, angry winter, change. Their wanted deliveries in the mazed world, by their increase now knows not which is which. And the same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me.
Give me the boy.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou remember, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on the dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
Ah, that very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. And I might see Cupid's fiery shaft quenched, and the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votaress passed on, in maiden meditation fancy-free. Yet, marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk-white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this flower, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania while she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eye. The next thing she then waking looks upon, be it on lion or cat or wolf, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I'm invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not. Therefore, pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one all slay, and the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you, I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, do I love you the more. Demetrius, I'm your spaniel, and the more you beat me, the more I will fall on you. Use me, but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg here in your love, and yet a place of such high respect with me, than to be used as you would use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave this city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich word of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for it is not night when I do see your face.
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
Your wildest beast hath not such a heart as you.
I will not stifle thy questions, let me go! Or, if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, fie! Your wrongs do stand a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we were not made to woo. I will follow thee and make a heaven out of hell to die upon the hands that I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph, ere he do leave this grove. Thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer, welcome.
Aye, there it is.
Oh, I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where the oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eye, and make her full of hateful fantasy. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do so when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he should prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me, ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so. Come now, a roundelette of fairy song. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
La 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 lullaby, la 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm. Come, my lovely lady night. So good night, lullaby.
Hence away, now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye what shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you fain would wander in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgotten no way. Rest us, Hermia, if you think it's good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
What turf shall serve as pillow for us both? One heart, one bed. So you bosoms, one try.
Ay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meeting and love conference. And by your side no bed would me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Nor much beshrew my manners and my pride. If Hermia meant to say Lysander lied, but, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty.
Here is my bed. Sleep. Give thee all his rest.
And with half that wish, the wisher's eyes compress.
Through forest I have gone, but Athenians I have found none, whose eyes I might approve, this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence? Who is here? Weeds of Athene he doth wear. This is he, my master said. Despise the Athenian maiden. And here the maiden lies on dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She dares not lie here, near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Turn, I throw all the power this charm doth own. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake, when I am gone, for I am now to Oberon.
Stay! Do thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence. Do not hunt me thus.
Oh, will thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Out of breath in this swan chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. But happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. But who is here? On the ground? Lysander! Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though you love your Hermia, Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minute I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Do not change a raven for a dove.
Wherefore I was this keen mockery born, when at your hands did I deserve this scorn. Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do. In such disdainful manner me to woo. Oh, that old lady one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia sleeps down there. Never mayst thou come Lysander near. And to all my power, address your love and mine, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! I believe but a dream was here. Not a serpent he could hard away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what remove? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing? No sound, no word, no. Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
A real man.
Pat, pat! And here is a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action, as we would do it before the Duke. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse over their parts. Pyramus, once you have spoken your speech, enter into that brake, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hepin homespuns have we swaggering here? So near to the cradle of the very thing? A Platon? Oh, an auditor. An actor, too. Perhaps if I see cause.
Pyramus, begin. Thisbe, stand forth.
This be the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors, odors.
Yes. Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest, this be dear. But hark, a voice. Wait but here a while, and by and by I will appear to thee.
Stranger Pyramus than e'er play here. Must I speak now?
Mary, you must. For you must have come to understand. He is but to see a noisy herd, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus! Most lily white of hue! Like color of red rose on triumphant briar! Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire! I meet thee, Pyramus, at Minnie's too!
Nay, nay. Two. Man, why you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus, your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire!
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! Help, masters! Pray, masters! Fly! Ah!
I'll follow you, bound around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar! Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound! A hog, a headless bear! Sometimes a fire! At every turn!
Why do they run away? Is this a knavery of them to make a fool, to make me afeard?
Madam, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
Bless thee, bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated!
I see their knavery. This is to make but an ass of me. But I shall show them. I shall walk up and down these woods and sing, that they shall know that I am not afraid. The woosel cock so black of hue, and orange a tawny bill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine eye is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. So is mine fair, virtue's horse perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you're to have little reason for that. And yet, love and reason share little company together nowadays.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so. In fact, if I were to have enough wit to get myself out of these woods, I would have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. You shall remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth depend upon my state. and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me.
Peas blossom, cobweb,
Moth and mustard seed,
Ready.
and I.
And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous. Hop in his walks, gamble in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail,
Hail.
hail.
I beseech your worship's name, heartily.
Cobweb.
Cobweb! God, I shall desire more of your acquaintance. And you, gentle lady,
peas blossom,
Peas Blossom. I shall desire more of your acquaintance as well. And you,
Mustard seed.
Mustard Seed. Good mastered mustard seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. Tie up my love's tongue and bring him silently.
Oh, this falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the woman by his side, when thou wakest.
of course she must be I.
Oh, stand aside. This is the same lady.
This is the woman, but not that the man.
Oh, why rebuke him that loves you so? Thy breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I'm a chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, the sun was not so true unto the day, as he to me. Could he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him! So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out dog, out cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. If thou hast slain him then, henceforth be never numbered among men.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege. Never to see me more, and from thy painted presence part I so. Say me no more, whether he be dead or no.
Duh! There is no following her in this fierce vein! Here, therefore, for a while, I shall remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood, go swifter than wind, and Helena of Athens, look thou find. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. All Charma's eyes against she do appear.
I go, swifter than an arrow from Tartarus belt.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. So when his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of the fairy band, Helena's here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, plead for the lover's fee. Shall we fawn their pageancy? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn at the rich and never comes in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so worn and natively all truth appears.
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her ore?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her ore.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess! Nymph! Perfect! Divine!
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to sin against me for your merriment. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena!
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you of my part. And yours of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and who do to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia! If ever I loved her, all that love is gone.
Thou art not but mine eye, Lysander found. That here I think it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay?
Oh,
Who love don't press to go.
what love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, do not let him bide. Fair Helena, the morning gilds the night, and all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek thou me? Could not this let thee know? The hate I bear thee make me leave thee so.
Speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. I perceive now they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you contrived, have you with these conspired to bait me with this foul derision?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Have you not sent Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other lover, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare?
I'm amazed at your passionate words.
I do persevere. Counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Your excuse, my love, my life, my soul. Fair Helena.
Oh, excellent!
We do not scorn her so!
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou more than she.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander! Where to tends all this?
Hang off, thou cat. Shake me from me like a serpent. Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond. I'll not trust your word.
Should I hurt her? Strike her? Oh! Although I hate her, I would not harm her so.
What greater harm can you do me than hate? Hate me wherefore? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. In earnest shall I say.
I, by my life, I never did desire to see thee more. So therefore, beyond hope, of question, of doubt, be certain, nothing truer, tis no jest, that I do hate thee. I love Helena.
Oh me! You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fie, you counterfeit! You puppy, you!
Puppet! Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. I have perceived she had made compare between our statures. She had urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she had prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole, speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
You perhaps may think me something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower! I can
though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why must you suffer her to flout me? Thus let me come to her.
Get you gone! Not as me! You bean! You acorn!
Leave her alone! Speak not of Helen.
Now follow thou darest. Try who's right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jowl.
Nay, come not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer see in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for fray. My legs are longer though. Turn away!
I am amazed and know not what to say. Oh my God!
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye. The liquor of it hath this virtuous property to remove from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When next they wake, all this derision shall seem a dream in fruitless vision. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen, and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace. But notwithstanding, haste, make no delay. We may yet effect this business ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou coward! Thou runaway! Speak! In some bush! Where dost thou hide thy head?
Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll whip thee with the rod.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no man of here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter you than I follow fast, but faster than fly. That fallen am I in dark and even way, and here will rest me. Come thou, gentle day.
Thou runst before me, shifting every place, and not darest to stand, nor look in my face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I'm here.
Nay then, thou mockest me, and thou shalt buy this deer, if ever thy face I see by daylight. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach. Look to be visited.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night.
am weary, never showing woe, bedabbled by the dew and torn by briars. I can no further go, no further crawl. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me to the break of day, and heaven's shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep and sound, all apply to thy eye, gentle lovers are me. When thou wakest, thou takest in delight thy former sight of thy former lady's eye. In the country proverb known that every man shall have his own, that Jack shall have Jill, that Na shall go ill, and every man shall have his mere again, and all shall be well.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head. Now, where is Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Oh, Monsieur, oh good Monsieur, take your weapon in hand, and go and find me a red-hipped humble-bee on the top of the thistle, and kill it, and then bring me back the honey bag. Now, Monsieur Mustard Seed.
Ready. What you will.
Nothing, Mustard Seed, but to help Peace Blossom to scratch. I tell you, though, Monsieur, I am to the barber, for he thinks I am marvelously hairy about the face.
Oh, say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat? I have a venturous fairy that shall seek a squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
Oh, I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but let your people stir me no more, for I have an expedition of sleep upon me.
Oh, sleep thou, and I will wind thee with this blanket. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist the female ivy so. Gently entwist the female ivy so. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage I now do begin to pity. For, meeting her of late behind a wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. I then did beg of her changing child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent, to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, my gentle Puck, take the transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain. So he awake when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair. And think no more of this night's accident, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Wake you, Titania, my sweet queen.
Oh. Oh, my Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Now when thou wakest with thy own fool's eyes peep.
Now, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow, midnight, solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity.
Fairy king, attendant mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night, that I, sleeping here, was found with this mortal on the ground.
Lysander, this Demetrius is, and this Helena. Old Nears, Helena. I do wonder of their being here together.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now. I pray you all, stand up! I know you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord in the world?
My lord, as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. Now do I bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the sharp peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough. My lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away this Demetrius wood, to thereby have defeated you and me, of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, I do not know by what power, but by some power it is my love to Hermia, melted as the snow. The object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. Like in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural taste. Now do I wish for it, long for it, and forevermore will be true to it.
I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We will hold a feast in great solemnity.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And he bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake! Let us follow him! And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Peter Quince! Snout, the bellows mender, Flute the tinker, Starveling. God, my life's take hence and left me here asleep. I had the most strange vision. Methought I was. That is but an ass if you were to try to explain what methought I was. I thought I had. Oh. Man is but a patched fool if you were to try to explain this. Anyway. I shall go to Peter Quince and have him write a ballad of this dream, and I shall call it Bottom's Dream. For it have no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke.
Masters, the Duke is coming to the temple. There's 2 or 3 more lords and ladies married.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he not be found, then the play will be marred. It goes not forward. Doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
No. He had simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens. Oh, sweet boy!
I can't believe this playwriting without him.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh, Bottom! Damn, what's happening on Bottom?
Masters, I am to discuss wonders, but ask me not before, for if I am to tell you, I will be no true Athenian.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
No, not a word from me. All I am to tell you is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, for the long and short of it is, our play is perverse. No more words. Go away.
Come now, what mass, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? Call Illustrate.
Ere my thesis.
You have for this evening?
The brief how many sports are right.
The Battle of the Centaurs, to be sung by Well, none of that. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. This play is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. What are they that they do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now.
We shall hear it.
No, my noble lord. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world.
We shall hear the play. Bring them in.
I love not to see wretchedness or charge.
You shall see no such thing.
They say they can do nothing of this kind.
Kind of we for giving them things for nothing.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you will know. This beauteous lady, this be certain. This man with line and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall, which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's hole, poor souls are content to whisper. At the which let no hand wonder. This man with lanthorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus too. There to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather, did affright. And as she fled, her mantle did she fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stay. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet to youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat, with bloody blameful blade, did he bravely broach his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion beats his speed.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may, when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly, this loam, this rough cast in stone doth show, that I am that same wall, the truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire a lion here to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard to discourse, my lord.
Pyramus approaches. Silence.
O night with you so black. O night when it is not day. O night. Alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgotten. O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, our father's land and mine. O wall, show me thy gap to peek through with mine eye. Thanks. Courageous wall, love shields thee well for this. But what do I see? No Thisbe do I see. Dastardly wall, curseth thy stones for deceiving me.
Me thinking, being sensible, you should curse the wall again.
No, good sir, he shall not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now. You shall see. Well, hatch as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, how often hast thou heard my moan? I'm here. My fair Pyramus and me, my lily lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
A voice do I see? To the gap I shall go to see if I can spy my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what wilt, my love. Kisseth me through the hole in this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole.
My love, meet me at Ninny's tomb. Ninny's tomb. Meet me there straight away.
Tight leg, tight dead, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part, discharge it so, and, being done, thus wall away doth go.
Silliest sum ever I heard.
Here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose hearts do fear the smallest monstrous little mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar! Roar!
For if I as a lion come in strife, 'twere pity on my life.
A gentle beast and a good conscience.
The very best and a beast that I ever saw, my lord.
Let us listen to moonshine.
This lantern doth moon present.
He should have worn horns on his head.
This lantern doth the horned moon present. I, myself, the man in the moon.
This is the greatest era of all the rest. The man should be inside the lantern. How else the man in the moon?
I'm wary of this moon. What he would change.
Proceed, moon.
Look, all I'm here to say is that this lantern is the moon, and I, the man in the moon.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all of these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
And this is old Ninny's tomb. But where's my love?
Well roared, lion!
Well bred, Thisbe!
And then came pyramids.
Oh, sweet moon, thanketh thee for thy sunny beams, for under thy golden, gracious, glittered gleams, I am to see my Thisbe's face. Oh, stay, oh, spite, oh, mark, poor night. But what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh, dear, thy mental good. But what? Stained with blood. Ah! Approach, ye furies fell, for a lion has come to deflower my dear. Devour! Come, sword and wound. I, to Pyramus's path. I, thy left path. At which the heart does not.
You missed.
Thus, I am dead.
Bro, just died, bro.
Now I am fled. Moon! Take thy flight. Sun! Take thy flight. Now I die. 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 Die.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight, and her passion shall end the play.
Asleep, my love?
Yes.
What? Dead? My dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb? What? Dead? Dead? Oh, a tomb! Must cover thy sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Gone!
are left to bury the dead?
Aye, and wall too.
No! I am to assure you, the wall that had parted their father's land is now down. Would it please you to hear that?
No, I pray, this plight needs no excuse. Bravo! The iron tongue of night hath struck 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time.
Now the hungry lions roar, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, and all the weary tasks are done. Now the brands do glow, and the screeching owl, screeching loud, that puts the wretch that lies on low, in remembrance of a shroud. It is that time of night when the graves are gaping wide, and everyone lets forth their shout. So, I am sent, with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead in drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite shall hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note, with hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through the house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true and loving be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate. Through this palace with sweet peace, trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If shadows have offended, think but this, all is mended, that you but slumbered here, while visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And I, as honest Puck, if you have unlearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, that you make amends ere long. So, good night unto you. Take my hand, if we be friends, and gentle, and Robin shall restore amends.
go on. So typically we're gonna do the rest of this tomorrow for the rest of the seniors, but Boan can't be there tomorrow because she's got the dates wrong.
I don't
So we're gonna get you a bench and everybody.
I can sit down?
Yes. This is a new tradition that we're incorporating into theater. Whoever has, whatever underclassman has Boan, take it away.
What is that here?
Do it to her. Do it to her.
Yeah.
There's no wrong way to do this. This is our first time doing it.
In case you guys didn't know, Bowan was with us doing plays before this one, so that's why we're congratulating her.
She had to leave us, but we're still going to celebrate her because she was with us.
I'll,
Project.
Project. Oh man, lose my ego.
You see, I remember meeting you for the first time and thinking you were really cringe.
That's really mean, dude.
But now, I see you as like an older sister that really understands me. You bring the energy to the class, so like I was really sad when you said like you're not coming back. I was really sad for you.
Lose my ego, God. Come on, man. Show the world how much you appreciate me.
Even though sometimes you might be aggressive, I still find you to be like one of the most caring friends I have. And I'm really grateful for when you listen to my problems and like try to understand or even like understands. We might not see each other again, but I really enjoy all the memories we made together. The memories we made with all the seniors here too. So,
And I'm going to offer you this since you weren't in this show. Do you want to do a bow?
Yes!
Alright, the rest of the seniors will be getting the same treatment tomorrow, which is also alumni night, where alumni get in for $5.